All right, guys, so how do we actually go ahead, and what we want to do is we want to connect ClickFunnels. So ClickFunnels to GetResponse, GR. How do we connect these two platforms up so we can send an email from ClickFunnels to GetResponse? That's what I'm going to show you how to do in this video step by step. And I'll show you a problem that you might come across and explain to you how you can fix the problem, okay? So let's get into that right now, and I'll show you exactly what we need to do. All right, guys, so you need to make sure that you're logged into your ClickFunnels account and your GetResponse account, okay? Now, there's two ways to hook this up. Hopefully the first way works. It might not work, and I'll explain to you why, but we'll try that first, okay? The first step is you want to go to your ClickFunnels account, and you want to go up to here, and you want to go into Account Settings. Once you're in Account Settings, you want to scroll down to where it says Integrations on the left. Then you want to go to Add New Integration, okay? Then you want to go down to where it says GetResponse, which is, you just click on the email section here, and it says GetResponse right here. Now, we're going to try the first method of adding the API key. Now, there has been an issue with it recently, and I'll explain to you what that issue is if it happens, okay? So the next step is we want to go back to GetResponse and go to Menu and Integration and API. Sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. And then we want to go to API here. And then go Create API Key. Now, the API key name, you can name it whatever you like. It doesn't matter. I always get people asking me, what should I name it? It doesn't matter because it's just for your preference. So I'm going to call this ClickFunnels. I'll just call it ClickFunnels, okay? ClickFunnels and then generate. Then it's going to give us this key down here, okay? This secret little key. I'm going to copy this here. Now make sure that the API is getting used, because if it's not getting used, it will expire after 90 days. So I'm going to copy this and go back to here. And I'm going to name this GetResponse. Once again, it doesn't really matter what the name is. And I'm going to put in the API key, the key, and go Add Integration. Now we might get an error. If we do, I'll explain to you what that is. Okay, so we got an error. Oops, it looks like there was a problem. Please review the process. Failed to successfully connect to GetResponse. Okay, so there's two ways we can fix this. The problem is, basically, GetResponse has upgraded their API to version 3, and ClickFunnels hasn't upgraded it. Now, the best way to fix this is simple. You want to simply go back to GetResponse, and you want to click the 24/7 chat. And you want to start a chat, and you want to say to them, hey, I'm trying to connect to ClickFunnels and it won't work. Can you downgrade me to the old API key? And they will. It'll take about 5 or 10 minutes. I recommend you actually contact, actually, let me just contact them right now, and I'll actually show you what to do live on this video. Okay, so that's wait 2 minutes, so I'll be back in a second. To ClickFunnels and have this issue. It's because they are using your old API. Could I get my GetResponse account down API downgraded so I can integrate? So this should work. Usually it does. You want to make sure you send them an image of the issue just so they know. But yep, so he will go ahead and re-able the API for me, and then I'll be able to use it, and it'll work just as fine, just like it would normally. Okay. I don't know when ClickFunnels is going to fix that, but hopefully one day. But that's what I would recommend you do. So let's try reconnect it now. Okay, so now we're integrated. That was simple, and that's done. Okay, So I just showed you how to do that then. So yeah, we just integrated it, no problem. Seems to work now, thank you. So what I'll do now is I'll actually show you how to, so now I'll show you how this all works, and then I'll show you another way that you can connect GetResponse in case the API doesn't work for you and you don't want to contact them. So now if we go back to the 6+% open opt-in rate here, and I go to edit page, and just, thanks. So that was really easy, guys. I did that in like a minute. So if I go back to here and I go to settings, integrations, and I go to GetResponse, and I go to add to campaign, I then select my list, which is one of the ones that I created, traffic secrets. And now I click save, and that is now done, okay? So now when I go to preview, and I go to download now, and I put in my email, this is a fake email, get instant access. It's going to take me to this is a URL that I had in there, but it's not working anymore, but that doesn't matter. That's just a URL that I had in my redirect, but it's working, okay? Now if I go back to here, and I go back to my list, it's added that person to my list right here, number 1. So that's actually working, okay? Now, what's the second way to make this happen? There's actually one called HTML form integration, okay? So let me show you how that works. What you would do is I'm going to go to integrations, and I'm going to remove integration, okay? Just to make it easier for you. I'm going to go to here. I'm going to go to create. Now, you do this if you don't have the API connected, or maybe you have it connected. It doesn't really matter. I'll show you what to do here. And go to create form. And we want to create a plain HTML form. Now on the right, we want to choose the list that we want to send them to. We want to take away add to cycle. Now this is actually the normal way for most email platforms, because a lot of email platforms don't have an API or it doesn't work. So this is actually a normal way to do it. And then we down here, the only thing I don't like about this is you have to actually have the custom thank you page in here. Okay, so you have to put your thank you page in here, or your affiliate offer, or whatever you're doing. So if I go back, I go to my thank you page. So let's say I want to send people to here. I have to actually put that in here. Okay. Now what I do, so have the list, take off, add to the cycle one day, and put custom thank you page. You need to put a custom thank you page, and then highlight this text here, copy this text, go back to ClickFunnels, go back to the page that has the email form on it, and go to edit page, and then go to integrations, and go select integration and put null HTML form. Okay, and then go action, integrate existing form, and paste in the code. Okay, then you want to click parse and save, and then go down here and it says email. You want to go email, make sure it says email, and then it's got the page down here that we put in. Then you simply just double check. Yeah, and then you just go save. Now it will work. Okay guys, sorry, I actually had to put the code in again because my browser was cookied from some stuff that I did before. So if we put in the email, it then directs me to the thank you page. But I don't like doing that because you have to do all of this code stuff and stuff like that. So honestly, the best way is just to do the API. So we actually, oh yeah, if you have any trouble, just go to ClickFunnels and they have a support area that'll show you how to do everything if you don't know how to do it, okay? But ClickFunnels need to actually upgrade the API, that's the problem. So anyways, go back and do the API version. That is the best way to do it instead of doing that code, because then you can actually customize the thank you page on the fly and stuff like that, okay? So now that I have the API integrated, I'll now use that in the training and stuff like that. But just make sure that you, just make sure that you have the GetResponse API connected. Now it does. You're going to get this error actually. Let me show you. You're going to get this area, this problem. Your integration may be experiencing issues. It may not be working. Please refresh the page and try connect again. Don't worry about that. I get that message all the time on my normal account. If I show you here, it's not that big of a deal. So if we go back to my normal account, you'll see that I get that message as well. However, it doesn't matter. My account still works completely fine. I have no issues. I have no issues at all. Okay, so don't worry about this. You can go upgrade integration, and it might upgrade it or whatever, but it works completely fine. You don't need to worry about this message here. Okay, upgrading integration, it'll upgrade it again, but it's always going to come back with that message because ClickFunnels and GetResponse have not. Well, ClickFunnels haven't upgraded the API to GetResponse. But anyway, it will work completely fine. Just contact chat and do what I did in this video. Or if you want, you can use another. You can use another email software that they're all the same. They all do the exact same thing. If we go here, there's different types. You can use ActiveCampaign, ConvertKit, Constant Contact, and GetResponse are the ones you can use, and Drip are the ones that. Oh, let me just go email. So these are the ones you can use with API integration. But I highly recommend you just use GetResponse because it really is the best one for beginners.